Good morning, class. So now let's start the last exercise of chapter fractions and rational numbers, that is word problems on fractional and rational numbers. In this exercise, we will see certain statements, and as per the statement, we need to form the equation and solve. So let's see the first question. Now, our first question is 1 meter 45 centimeter of cloth is required for stitching one shirt. How much cloth is needed for stitching 35 shirts? Now, in such type of questions, first we need to know quantity of a single unit. Why? Because it is asking that how much cloth will be needed for stitching 35 shirts. Now if we know cost of one shirt, so we can multiply the same with the number of shirts given, either 35, 60, 70 or whatsoever. So first we need to know the value of a single unit shirt. Now in the question it is already given 1 meter 45 centimeter of cloth is required for stitching one shirt. That means for one shirt the quantity is already given. But what is the difference? It is given in two units. First is in meter and second is in centimeter. In a question, if you see two digits with different units, then a first and foremost task is to make the units same. Either this also make meter so that both can be in centimeter, either this makes centimeter into meter so that both can be meter. So since here the units are different, first we will make the units same. Now we know, as per the system of conversion of units, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter and 1 centimeter is equal to 1 upon 100 meter. Now it is given 45 centimeter. Since 1 centimeter is equal to 1 upon 100 meter, therefore 45 centimeter equal to 45 centimeter will be equal to 45 upon 100, that is 9 upon 2, and on further simplifying it will be 0.45 meter. So with this a 45 centimeter is converted into meter. Now in the question it is already given 1 meter. We are having 0.45 meter also. So it can be written as 1 meter and 0.45 meter. Together they can be written what? 1.45 meter. Now according to question, we know that 1.5 meter of cloth is required for stitching one shirt. That means for one shirt we need 1.45 meter. So how much do we need for 35 shirt? Simply multiply it. Multiply what? Multiply the cloth required for one shirt by the cloth required for number of shirts. Since we know that for stitching one shirt we need this much of cloth, so for stitching 35 we need how much of cloth? For stitching 35 shirt also we need the same number of the same amount of cloth which we were needing for one shirt. This question is similar to basic question as we have done in your earlier classes, like cost of 10 pen is given, then what will be the cost of 20 pen? Whenever such types of questions are coming, first we need to find value of a single quantity. Once we know that a single quantity costs what, then by that we can find out the number of quantities asked in the question. This method is known as unitary method. In standard 4th or 5th you must have done, you must have read about it. Unitary method. This method means what? That first take out the quantity of a single unit and by its value you can take out the quantity of number of units. Now straight away come to question. It is As it is given for one shirt we need this much of cloth, 1 meter 45 centimeter, which is now converted to 1.45 meter. So we'll say that since for one shirt we need 1.45 meter cloth, therefore for 35 shirts how much cloth will be needed? Simply multiply the number of shirts by the given value of a single shirt. Mathematically we will write it like this: since one shirt requires 1.45 meter cloth, therefore 35 shirts is equal to 1.45 into 35. So now for multiplying it, multiply it like this: 35 into 5 is 175, 17 carry. 35 into 4 is 140 plus 17, 157. So 7 will be here and 15 will be carry. Now 35 into 135 plus 15 will be equal to how much? 50. Now decimal was after two places. Now we know, I have told you that rule earlier also, MRS JLS, multiplication right side, division left side, that you can see in my earlier lecture also. So here the decimal will come 50.75, and don't forget writing the unit, meter. So a final answer will be 50.75 meter of cloth is required for stitching 35 shirts. This will be your final answer. Now our next question is, Mr. Sharma's bike had an average of 45.5 km per liter. He bought 3.5 liters of petrol. How much distance can be traveled on that quantity of petrol? It's a very simple question, just like the previous one we attempted. See, here also in the question it is given what? That in 1 liter a bike travels 45.5 km. How I came to know that in 1 liter? See, it's written a 45 km per liter. This is read as per, this slash, 45.5 km per liter. Now it is given that in 1 liter the bike travels 45.5 km. So it's asking that in 3.5 liters of petrol bike will travel how much? So simply the distance the bike which is traveling in 1 kilometer, multiply it by 3.5. Whatever the answer will come, that will be a final answer. Let's see how we can write. In 1 liter bike travels 45.5 kilometers. Therefore, in 3.5 liters bike will travel how much? By unitary method, simply multiply this by this, 45.5 into 3.5 kilometers. When we will multiply it, so answer will come 159.250 kilometers. This will be a final answer. Simple question. Now our next question is, a 0.5 meter long wire is cut into pieces of equal length. Each piece is 5 centimeter long. How many pieces of wire are there? Now in the question it is saying that there is a wire whose length is 0.5 meter. That means we have a wire having 0.5 meter of length. Now this wire is cut into equal pieces. Now how many pieces are there, that we don't know, but we know that it is cut into equal pieces, and each cut it measures how much? 5 centimeter. So we need to know that since the wire is cut into equal pieces and since each piece measures 5 centimeter, so how many such pieces are there that it is going to cover this whole 0.5 meter? This we need to find. So once again, This question is also like the previous question. We need to solve it by unitary method. We know the cost of we know the length of a single piece. It's asking for overall, that is 5 centimeters. Simply multiply. But always the first thing you need to focus is the units. Here it is given meter and here it is given centimeter. So first we need to make either of these two units same. Either of these two units means either make meter centimeter or make centimeter meter. So we are going to convert centimeter into meter. Now we know 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. Therefore 1 centimeter is equal to 1 upon 100 meter, or say 10 power minus 2 meter. Now see class, I could have directly written this also, but for your understanding I am telling you in this way. We know that in 1 meter there exists how many centimeter? 100. हमेशा बड़ी क्वांटिटी में छोटी क्वांटिटी एग्जिस्ट करती है, किसी छोटी क्वांटिटी में बड़ी क्वांटिटी एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर सकती. बट if we are making any such relation from a smaller quantity to a bigger quantity, so it always goes on division, that is 1 upon 100 meter. We know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, thus we can say that 1 centimeter will contain 1 upon 100 meter. Now this 1 upon 100 can be written as 1 upon 10 power 2. We know based on the number of zeros it will go to same power, 10 power number of 10 power 2. If there would have been 3 0, 10 power 3, 4 0, 10 power 4. Now when this value which is given in denominator, when it will go to numerator, we know that when any digit or power it goes from denominator to numerator or numerator to denominator, the sign changes. That is additive property. Sorry, that is inverse property. So 10 power 2 will become what? 10 power minus 2. We have simply written that only. Now since 1 centimeter equal to 10 power minus 2 meter, therefore 5 centimeter equal to 5 upon 100, that will be equal to what? 0.05 meter. Now let there be n pieces of wire. Why am I writing n pieces? Because we don't know exactly that how many pieces will be there. Therefore, according to question we can say, or we can say that according to question we can write, since each piece it is of how much? 0.05 meter. It was given 5 centimeter. We have converted, each piece is of 0.05 meter. So how many such n number of pieces are there? So mathematically we can write it 0.05 into number of pieces, that is n, equal to total length of wire, that is 0.5. Now simply by transferring we can find the answer. N will be equal to what? 0.5 upon 0.05. Or we can also write it like this: 0.5 divided by 0.05. If we remove the decimal, so it will be 5 upon 10 divided by 5 upon 100. So we can write 5 upon 10 into 100 upon 5. This we have already discussed earlier how it happened. Simply when there are two quantities in division, so multiply the first quantity by the reciprocal of second quantity. Now this 0 cut. 5 into 2 is what? 10. And 5 into 2 again 10. So our answer will be 10 pieces. Final answer. Next question is, each box of apple weighs 4.5 kg. There are 23 boxes in a cartoon. How many kilograms would a cartoon of apples weigh? See, in the question it is saying what? There, understand the question. there is a cartoon. For example, suppose this is a cartoon, okay. Now in this cartoon there are 23 boxes. Suppose like this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and so on. There are 23 such boxes. Now each box, it weighs how much? 4.5 kg. A cartoon in which there are total number of 23 boxes, in which each box it weighs 4.5 kg. So it's asking that how much does this total cartoon will weigh. That means पूरे cartoon का weight कितना होगा. Very simple question. We know the weight of one cartoon. It is asking the weight of total cartoon, and since in total cartoon there are 23 boxes, one weight of one box is how much? 4.5 kg. So weight of 23 boxes, simply multiply the 4.5 by 23. Whatever result or product we will get, that will be a final answer. Let's see how we can write. Since weight of one box of apple equal to 4.5 kg, therefore weight of 23 boxes will be equal to how much? 4.5 into 23. That will be equal to, let's see, 4.5 into 23. So 5 into 3, let's solve it by Vedic maths method. 5 into 3 is what? 15. 4 into 3, 12. 5 into 2, 10. 22 plus 1, 23. Sorry, this 2 will come here. Now 4 into 2 is what? 8 plus 2, 10. That means a final answer is 1035. Now as per the place of decimal, it will be 103.5. This will be a final answer, 103.5 kg. Always write the units, okay? This is your rough work. Next question is, how many 25 paise coins are there in rupees 125? Before starting the question, I have already told that first see the units. Here it is paisa, here it is rupees. So first convert rupees into paise. Now we know 1 rupees is equal to how much? 100 paise. Therefore 125 rupees is equal to 100 into 125, that is 12,500 paise. So 125 rupees is equal to 12,500 paise. Now in the question it is asking that how many 25 paise coins are there in rupees 125. We have converted this into paise. We need to know that in this quantity of 125 rupees, how many such coins, each coin having a value of 25 paise, it will be there. So simply we will write number of 25 paise coins equal to, divide the total rupees out of the number of coins given. Since we know the value of only one coin, we need to find the number of coins. So we will write 12,500 upon 25 paise. It is also paise. You can write the unit here also, or you can write the unit after the answer comes. So 25 into 5 is 125, 0. Answer will be 500. So 500 such coins. This will be a final answer. See, the question come, why we have done this? Because it was saying, in the question it was asking what? That how many 25 paise coins are there in 125. मतलब 125 रुपए में कितने 25 पैसे के कॉइन आएंगे. 125 रुपए दिया है, इस 125 पैसे को अगर मैं कॉइन्स में बात करूं तो कितने कॉइन आने चाहिए जिसमें हर कॉइन की वैल्यू, मतलब एक कॉइन की वैल्यू कितनी है 25 पैसे, तो ऐसे कितने 25 पैसे के कॉइन मिलके 125 रुपये बनाएंगे। सो फॉर नोइंग दिस, सिंपली जो हमको टोटल अमाउंट दिया है, मतलब जितने हमको पैसे हैं टोटल, उसमें से एक सिंगल कॉइन की वैल्यू को अगर हम डिवाइड कर देंगे हमको टोटल नंबर मिल जाएगा। सो वी हैव डन द सेम थिंग, आंसर केम व्हाट 500। नाउ सी द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। I have rupees 3.50 less than twice of what Ramesh has. If Ramesh has rupees 8.55, how much money do I have? See, now this type of question, we need to form a, you can say, a sort of equation, and the easiest way to form an equation is go on with the statement and write according to it. See what I am saying. It is written what I have rupees 3.50 लेस, मतलब सबसे पहली चीज़ ये दी है कि मेरे पास 3.50 रुपये कम है, कम लिखा है ना, सो वी कैन राइट इट लाइक दिस, मतलब एक नेगेटिव वैल्यू। भाई माइनस डिनोट व्हाट्स, कम कम है, एंड प्लस डिनोट व्हाट्स, ज़्यादा है। इन द क्वेश्चन इट इज सेइंग दैट आई हैव 3.50 लेस, सो आई कैन राइट इट लाइक दिस 3.50 विद अ नेगेटिव साइन। लेस किससे लेस? I have 3.50 less than twice of what रमेश has. रमेश के पास जितना था उससे ट्वाइस कम है। अब हमें अगर ये पता चल जाए रमेश के पास कितना है तो हम एक इक्वेशन लिख सकते हैं। तो देखो आगे ये भी दिया है, इफ़ रमेश हैज़ रुपीज़ 8.55। अब इस क्वेश्चन को यहीं पे रोक दो, इसके आगे मत बढ़ो। आई हैव रुपीज़ 3.50 लेस देन ट्वाइस ऑफ वॉट रमेश हैज़। तो हम चलो रमेश की लिख देते हैं। रमेश के पास कितना है? 8.55 रुपीज़ हैं, और मेरे पास इससे रमेश के पास जितना उससे ट्वाइस लेस हैं, तो ट्वाइस को हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? इस तरह से लिख सकते हैं। सो विद दिस, ये देखो ये बन गई हमारी फाइनल इक्वेशन। अब अगर इसको हम इस स्टेटमेंट को अकॉर्डिंग पढ़ें तो क्या है? आई हैव रुपीज़ 3.50 लेस देन ट्वाइस ऑफ वॉट रमेश हैज़, और रमेश के पास कितने थे? 8.55। सो द क्वेश्चन इज हाउ मच मनी डू आई हैव? सो नाउ इट्स सिंपल, बस इस इक्वेशन को सॉल्व कर लो और फाइनल आंसर विल कम। सो चलो नाउ राइट इट डाउन प्रॉपरली। 2 into 8.55 minus 3.50. Now 2 into 5 10, 2 into 5 10 11, 8 into 2 is what? 16. Sorry, 17. Okay students, this is 17. 1710. Now see, the as per the decimal places it will be 17.1. So 17.10 minus 3.50, 0, 6, 3 and 1, 13.60 rupees. So this will be a final answer. How much? 13.60 rupees. So with this we come to an end of exercise. In case of any doubt you may ask me. Thank you.